Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, Fine-Tuning versus RAG, How to Choose the Right Approach for Your Use Case. Most companies I talk to say they need to fine-tune a model on their data. You're about to tell me they're wrong.
9 times out of 10, yes. Fine-tuning, retraining a model's internal weights on your examples, is the answer people reach for because it sounds serious. What they actually need is retrieval-augmented generation, RAG, where you fetch relevant documents at question time and hand them to the model as context. Different problem, different tool.
Break that down. What problem does each one actually solve?
Fine-tuning changes how the model behaves. Its tone, its format, the shape of its answers. RAG changes what the model knows at the moment you ask. If your support bot keeps answering in 3 flowery paragraphs when you want 2 crisp lines, that's a fine-tuning job. If it doesn't know your refund policy updated last Tuesday, no amount of fine-tuning fixes that. You need retrieval.
So why does everyone default to fine-tuning?
Because it feels like ownership. We trained our own model is a great line in a board meeting. But here's what they skip. The model you fine-tuned on your December 2025 product catalog knows nothing about the March 2026 update. You've baked stale knowledge into the weights, and the only way to refresh it is to retrain. It's like memorizing a phone book to avoid looking anything up.
That's the mistake then, using fine-tuning to inject facts.
That's the expensive mistake. I watched a mid-size insurer spend roughly 6 months and a serious budget fine-tuning a model on their policy documents. Then regulations changed. Everything they'd trained was suddenly wrong, and they had no clean way to update it. A RAG setup would have meant re-indexing a folder. An afternoon of work.
You're making RAG sound like the universal answer. Isn't that just the opposite religion?
Fair hit. RAG has a real ceiling. It's only as good as your retrieval. If you feed the model garbage documents, you get confident garbage back, which is worse than no answer. And RAG doesn't teach the model new skills. If you need it to write in your legal team's exact house style across 10,000 contracts, retrieval won't do that. You genuinely need fine-tuning there, because style lives in the weights, not the documents.
Give me the decision rule, something I can actually use.
Ask one question. Is this a knowledge problem or a behavior problem? Knowledge that changes, econ prices, policies, inventory, customer records, always RAG. Behavior that's stable, format, tone, a specialized skill, a narrow domain vocabulary. That's where fine-tuning earns its keep. And if you can't decide, start with RAG, because it's cheaper to build and easier to unwind when you're wrong.
Numbers. What does cheaper mean here?
A workable RAG prototype is days, sometimes a week, and it runs on infrastructure you already have. A serious fine-tune means assembling a clean labeled dataset, often thousands of curated examples, plus compute time, plus evaluation, plus doing it all again every time your data shifts. OpenAI and Anthropic both publish fine-tuning pricing, and it's not the training run that kills you. It's the maintenance treadmill nobody budgets for.
What about the crowd saying you should just do both?
They're not wrong, but they say it too early. Yes, mature systems combine them. Usat, fine-tune a model to reason well in your domain, then use RAG to feed it current facts. But if you're starting from zero and reach for both on day one, you've doubled your failure surface before you've proven the thing works at all. Walk before you buy the running shoes.
Where do people waste the most money if you had to name one line item?
Refine-tuning. Teams that chose fine-tuning for a knowledge problem end up retraining every quarter to stay current, and each cycle burns engineering time that produces nothing new. It's a subscription to your own past decision.
Give me the one thing to do Monday morning.
Take your top use case and write one sentence. The model gets this wrong because it doesn't know something, or because it doesn't behave right. If it's no, you're building RAG this week. If it's behave, and only then, open the fine-tuning conversation.
That's your 5. The full AI track, structured, no fluff, is at mba-training.com.